Of this morning. Reporter Dasan Thathia is on the scene and joins us now live. Dasan, thank you so much for your time. Now, what do we know about this incident this morning?
Well, Unati, we are still gathering details, but we are on Ridge Road on the Berea, outside that service station where that incident took place during the early hours of this morning. As far as we understand it, it happened sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock, and these tow truck drivers had been parked at the service station during that time when gunmen opened fire on them. But it was really such a brazen crime, because even if you look at the street behind me, you'll see that it's quite a busy one. This is a road where there are blocks of flats, there are shops, there's even a church next door to the service station, which is quite a popular one in this area, with many people making stops late at night to either get something to eat or just to fill up. But just to bring us up to speed with exactly what we know at this point in the investigation, I am with Captain Ngobile Gwala of the provincial SAPS, and I'll bring her into the conversation now. Captain, thank you for taking the time. This was quite a brazen incident, with these men attacking these tow truck drivers that were parked here. Just take me through what we know at this point.
In the early hours of this morning, Dasin, at 22:02, the 5 tow truck drivers were at a service station on this road, Ridge Road, when a Toyota HS with the unknown men fired random shots at the tow truck drivers. As a result, one died at the scene, and 4 were taken to hospital for medical attention, where the other one later died this morning.
Was there a robbery here? Was anyone else injured? What happened besides the shooting incident?
Nothing happened. There was no robbery, and no other person sustained any injuries. It was only the 5 tow truck drivers that were at the service station that sustained injuries, and the three tow truck drivers are still in hospital.
What is the nature of their injuries, the other 3? Are they in a stable condition at the moment?
They sustained gunshot wounds to the body, and they are in a serious condition in hospital.
I know it is still very early in the investigation, but what appears to be the motive here? Does it look like these tow truck drivers were targeted in any way?
At this stage, we cannot speculate. The motive for this attack is still unknown. However, we are appealing to anyone who might come forward with the investigation that will assist police in apprehending the suspects involved in this shooting to contact their local police station or our Crime Stop number on 08600 10111.
I know that you said a little while ago that it was quite hard to identify the suspects, but is there any information that you could provide, anything at all, just so that even the general public knows what they are looking for in order to assist the police?
At this stage, it's unclear because the suspects were traveling in a white Toyota HS with tinted windows. So at this stage, it's still unclear how many suspects were involved in the shooting. But we are also appealing to anyone who might have information to come forward.
Thank you very much, Captain. Unati, that was Captain Ngobile Gwala of the provincial SAPS, just telling us that they are still looking for that vehicle. I imagine that more details will emerge later on. As you can imagine, this is a service station which does have CCTV cameras operating here, and one can only imagine that that would aid the investigation. A little while ago, I did go into the station and speak to the manager. Unfortunately, he didn't want to share too many details. He said that he wasn't here at the time. He hasn't had an opportunity to speak to the staff members that were on duty. They go off shift at 6 a.m. So many of those that were here during the time of the shooting are not here now. And he referred all of the queries to Total, saying that this incident had been handed over and any communication would come from there. And it seems that some of the people that are even living around here hadn't even known that there was a shooting that took place right across the road. I ran into a gentleman earlier as well who was shocked to find out that 5 people had been shot literally across the road from his flat.
All right, thank you so much, Desan. That's where we are going to have to leave it now. Desan is reporting to us live from Durban.